Tell me, Ma, when I go home, the boys won't leave the girls alone. They pull my hair, they stole my comb. Well, that's alright till I go home. She is handsome, she is pretty, she is the belle of Belfast.
Do you like children, Norman?
Not really, Buffy, to be honest with you.
I bleeding hate them myself. They just destroy our life.
Have Gick and Gok destroyed your life, Buffy?
Oh yeah, completely feckin' ruined it. That's what kids do, Norman. They ruin your feckin' life.
Thank God I don't have any kids. I'll be a horrible father anyway.
That brings me to the big question, Norman.
Big question? I don't think I'm going to like this.
Norman, how would you like to be a daddy?
A daddy? Me? A daddy?
Yeah, you. Me bleeding boyfriend, a bleeding daddy.
Sorry, Buffy, I don't know. What will I have to do?
You already did it, Norman. So, how do you feel about being a daddy?
Is this a rhetorical question?
A what question? Are you trying to be smart?
So you are.
So, I'm what?
Well, you know.
Preggers. Is that what you mean?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Preggers.
You're going to be a daddy, Norman. Can you believe it? Are you happy?
You're going to have a baby? What about ruining your life?
Look, we just have to adjust, Norman, right?
A child is a big adjustment, Buffy.
Maybe we'll have twins, just like me twin young fellas, Gick and Gok. Wouldn't that be lovely?
Just like Gick and Gok. Another Gick and Gok. That'd be lovely.
You see, twins run in my family. I'm a twin. Me feckin' kids are twins. Me ma's a feckin' twin. All me sisters had twins. Except for Pauline. She had triplets. Feckin' show off, that one.
The audacity of her.
Oh, Norman. Wouldn't it be great to have triplets? Shut that feckin' Pauline one up.
Yeah. Triplets would be something. Wouldn't they?
What comes after triplets? Is it fortlets?
Quadlets, I believe. Can women actually have 4 of them?
Oh yeah, me ma's sister, me auntie Bridie, had feckin' quartlets. Twice. That's bleeding 8 kids. And only 2 visits to the hospital. She cleaned up on the children's allowance.
You're not too old, are you?
I'm going to pretend you didn't ask me that, Norman.
Sorry, Buffy, I didn't mean too old to have kids, because of course you're not. I meant too old to be bothered. Do you know what I mean?
Well, if you hadn't bothered, Norman, I wouldn't be bleeding having them now, would I?
I suppose.
Bleeding right, you suppose. Now, listen to me carefully.
I can tell I'm not going to like this.
Shut up, will you? We'll have to tell me husband in prison. It's only fair.
Basher?
Yes, Basher. Now, he's not going to be one bit happy. Look, we'll go together and tell him. It'll be a nice day out for us.
Yeah. Visiting your husband in prison to tell him you're having my child. Sorry, my children. Oh, that does sound like a nice day, all right. Do we really have to tell him?
Well, it'd be worse for you if someone else tells him.
We won't tell anybody, Buffy. It'll be our secret.
Too late. Me friend Carmel already put it on Facebook.
Ah, for fuck's sake!
Yeah, that's what I said.
Who is it lives here again?
This is the Balls family, according to Mrs. Mooney.
I thought it was the O'Tooles.
Apparently, some of them are O'Tooles, and the rest of them are Balls.
Ah, one of those families. Be firm with them, Declan. Lay the law down. Don't take no for an answer.
I know what to do, Claire. Now don't pressure me.
Don't cave. I can tell you're nervous.
I'm not nervous.
Jesus, that grass could do with a bit of a cut. Looks like there's a load of dog poo over there.
It must be a big dog, right? Might be 2 dogs. Or maybe a horse.
You should complain about the poo as well as the washing line.
We're their new neighbours. Let's deal with the washing line first. Shall I ring the bell?
Unless you want to stand out here all day looking at dog shite, just ring it already.
There. Are you happy?
Ring it again.
I just rang it.
Go on, give it another go.
Maybe there's no one home. Shall we just go?
You're such a woman. Ring it again.
I already rang it twice.
Just ring it again. They might be a bit deaf.
Okay, so.
Did you just ring my doorbell 3 times?
He did, yeah.
Was I not feckin' quick enough for yous and answering the feckin' door?
He didn't mean it.
Ah, no, wait a minute. She's the one that told me to ring it again.
Yous have a lot of nerve.
We're terrible sorry, missus. Aren't we, Claire?
I didn't ring the bell. You did that yourself, Declan.
You told me to.
I don't want to fight about it just because you're too scared to ring a flippin' bell.
What are you talking about? I was the one that feckin' rang it.
Well, you shouldn't have. You're after upsetting this poor woman.
You're the one that made me upset her.
He said you might be a bit deaf, that's why he kept ringing.
Shut up, the both of yous. I'm sorry I opened the feckin' door now. What yous want?
Hello, Mrs. Bowles. My name is Claire.
Claire?
Like the county, yeah.
What county?
County Clare.
Oh, yeah. Right.
And Quasimodo, the bellringer here, is Declan.
How do you do, Mrs. Balls?
I was doing fine till yous rang me feckin' bell 3 feckin' times.
We just wanted to introduce ourselves.
Well, thanks for doing that. Goodbye.
Did she just close the door? That was rude. Ring that flippin' bell again, Declan.
I'm not ringing it again. She's mad altogether.
Be a man and just flippin' ring the doorbell.
I'm not ringing that doorbell again. That's final.
Do you want to be on the couch for another week?
I'll ring it once. Oh, here we go.
Yous again. What the feck is it now?
We just wanted to introduce ourselves, Mrs. Bowles.
You already did that. This one here is Dermot, and you're some feckin' county down the country.
This is my wife, Claire.
God help you.
And I'm Declan.
We're new neighbours. We moved in next door. It's lovely to meet you, Mrs. Bowles.
New neighbours. Oh, I'm so delighted to meet you. Why didn't you just say that?
Well, you didn't really give us a chance.
Would you like to come in for a cup of tea or a bowl of rhubarb maybe? Great for the stomach. My Jimmy swears by it. Keeps him regular.
No thanks. My husband Declan here just wanted to ask you something. Go on, Declan. Tell Mrs. Bowles what's bothering you.
I'm a married woman, and just so yous know, I'm not into that kind of thing.
No worries there, Mrs. Bowles. Believe me, we're not into that either. Now go on, Declan.
I couldn't even be persuaded. I don't think so anyway.
It's your washing line, Mrs. Balls. It goes halfway across our back garden, and it's full of your washing. Do you see the problem?
Do yous want to use it?
We have a dryer, thank you.
Oh, how very feckin' 20th century of yous.
This is actually the 21st century, Mrs. Bowles.
Don't get smart with me.
Your washing line ruins our view. You see, I look out my window and all I see is your underwear.
I'd appreciate you not looking at my underwear.
Believe me, Mrs. Balls, the last thing I want to see is your underwear.
Declan is prepared to call the police, Mrs. Bowles, if this is not rectified.
Seems I should be the one calling the police. It's your feckin' husband that's gawking at my feckin' underwear.
The washing line is trespassing on our property. If you don't remove it...
He's prepared to engage a solicitor, isn't that right, Declan?
If yous don't get off my property, I'm prepared to engage my shoe up your arses. My husband's just out of prison. I wouldn't go upsetting him.
This is war, Mrs. Bowles. You have no idea how mad my Declan can get. Very mad, isn't that right, Declan? Tell her how flippin' mad you can get.
That's absolutely right, Claire. I can get very, very upset. Mad even. Really mad.
Yous have no idea what getting mad is.
You'll be dealing with my Declan, so just be flippin' careful.
Don't say we didn't warn you, Mrs. Balls.
I think you're going to be a great daddy, Norman. Which is bleeding great, because I can be a... Well, you'll find out for yourself.
I still can't believe I'm going to have a baby.
At the very least, twins.
I'm going to have twins.
Well, I'm going to have them. You're just going to take care of them. And I'm going to need a bit of a holiday after all this is over, you know. I might go to Portugal with my sister for a couple of weeks.
Portugal with your sister? Yeah, of course. That sounds lovely. The baby, I mean, the twins will love that.
I won't be taking the kids, Norman. Oh, no. I'll be needing a proper holiday.
Of course, yeah.
The feast on you. Oh, and while we're at it, we'll have to move into your ma's. Me 2 twins, Gick and Gok, and now our own little twins on the way.
Well, how would we ever manage? Where would we even sleep?
Well, you'll have to figure out all that yourself, Norman, won't you? Because I'm bleeding pregnant, and I can't be worrying about anything. Now, are you going to kiss me or what? Listen to me, Norman. You need to get a proper job. because we're going to need money. Do you know how much it costs to feed twins? And don't start me on the price of nappies. Come on, let's go tell your mammy she's going to be your granny.
I don't think she's going to like that.
Well, she's just going to have to get used to it now, Normie, isn't she?
Tell me, Ma, when I go home, the boys won't leave the girls alone. They pull my hair, they stole my comb. Well, that's alright till I go home. She is handsome, she is pretty. She is the belle of Belfast City. She is a courting 1, 2, 3. Pray, won't you tell me?